All right, messy bottoms, let's get vulnerable because it's one thing to talk about attachment styles, but what about the ways we sabotage closeness? The little habits, defenses, and ghosting tendencies that scream, I want love, but not too close, please. Yeah, that part. So today we're diving into how your ATEEZ bias might reveal the exact way you push people away. Hongjoong, the overworking escape. Hongjoong doesn't ghost people, he just buries himself in work until the messages pile up. Have you ever gotten so busy like someone texts you and you're like, okay, I'll get to it. 1 hour later, you have like 50 texts. You were in the zone. And that person wasn't like acting up while they were texting you so much. They were like, where are you? And you are like, I was busy. I was busy. Were you really busy? Were you really busy? Or were you just trying to avoid that person? I don't know. Let's finish the script. He pushes people away by becoming too busy to feel. I hope you feel called out. Productivity becomes protection. Sound familiar? If your bias is Hongjoong, you might be the type to keep people at arm's length by doing instead of feeling. Ugh, isn't that the case? We're all so busy all the time. We just need to feel it out, baby. So let me just ask you this question really quick, Captain Lovers. Do you hide from intimacy by filling your calendar instead of your heart? That's right, I'm dragging you for the filth. Remember, I'm not a therapist, a doctor, or a psychologist, or any of the things. So if Hongjoong avoids through hustle, Seonghwa, he avoids through polish, and not nail polish. Seonghwa, the perfect mask. Seonghwa pushes people away with perfection. He'll clean the house, cook the meal. Well, he only makes ramen, but, it is what it is. Present the flawless exterior, but never let you see the cracks. He distances himself by curating the image. And this man, he can curate an image. Did you see his outfit in your fantasy, the little chain metal one? Right? It was so good. Anyway, he distances himself by curating the image. I had to just go over that again. Anyway, terrified that if you saw the chaos, you'd leave. No, I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I'd keep my ass right there. Sorry, I'm simping. If your bias is Seonghwa, guilty. You may protect yourself with everything's fine energy while quietly building walls. Don't build walls. Don't do it. Just let all the walls fall. Just let them part very slowly. Very slowly. Anyway, Shine Stars, let me ask you this question really quick and drop it down below. Do you push people away by hiding your messy side? Absolutely. 110%. I think that's maybe like the main thing we all do, even if we are not Shine Stars. I think a lot of us do that. Now, I could be wrong. Just drop it down below and fight me in the comments. So if Seonghwa hides behind polish, my other baby's daddy, he hides behind sunshine. The relentless positivity. Doesn't want to be a burden, so he pushes people away by being too okay. He smiles, laughs, comforts, and reassures until you realize you have no idea how he's actually doing. If your bias is you may protect yourself with positivity, refusing to let anyone close enough to see your shadows. I swear, I am feeling very Hongjoong, very Seonghwa, and very right now. Now, with all the videos, I always suggest watch all the videos to see which other members vibe with you. But let me ask you this question really quick and drop it down below. Do you push people away by never letting them see you sad? Yes, being sad almost feels like it's a burden to other people. I don't want to say you have a shame complex towards it, but you have a shame complex towards it, and I'm not dragging you. Yes, I am. We gotta stop doing this. We need to be a team, baby. So anyway, if deflects with smiles, Yeosang, he disappears in silence. Remember for the In Your Fantasy tour, Yeosang was wandering around and some guy was that vampire guy? He was looking for lemonade. Lemon drop, closer. Yeosang, the vanishing act. Yeosang pushes people away by retreating into mystery. He doesn't argue. He doesn't over-explain. He just gets quiet. The silence feels safe, but it also leaves people guessing. If your bias is Yeosang, You may create distance by vanishing emotionally, making others wonder if they imagined the connection at all. Y'all, yes, 100%. And I'm not even doing this to say, oh, I relate with all the guys because I wrote the script. But when you think about how each member has like a piece of you, like we love the group as a whole, but every single member has a piece that makes us one a teeny. 8 makes one cream. 8 makes one scream. No, 8 makes one team. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let me ask you this question really quick before I embarrass myself, which I already have. Anyway, do you protect yourself by saying nothing, even when you want to say everything? But don't worry about ghosting. I mean, don't worry about that because Yeosang ghosts with silence. San, okay, worry about ghosting. He ghosts with intensity. San, the emotional flood. San pushes people away by overwhelming them. He gives you everything up front: passion, attention, affection, and then panics that it was too much. So he retreats, leaving people confused. If your bias is San, puddings, you might scare yourself with your own intensity by pulling back just when someone leans in. Now, I have ADHD, and this is not an excuse for that, but I get so hyper focused on people, like they're my new favorite thing ever since sliced bread. But that could be too much, and it I don't want to say it makes me embarrassed, but it makes me feel a little bit embarrassed. Let me ask you this question, puddings. Do you push people away by giving too much, then retreating in fear? Jeez Louise. But you know what? Let's load some things real quick. Not like that, you little freak. So San overloads with feelings. Fix on. Mingi, he overloads with doubt. Mingi, the self-doubter. Fix on. Mingi pushes people away by questioning if he even deserves them. He second guesses every word, every move, convinced he's not enough. So instead of leaning in, he steps back before they can. If your bias is Song Mingi, you may distance yourself by assuming rejection before it even happens. Guys, we need to work on ourselves. I swear. Now, I read your diary and I feel like you are a self-doubter, and I feel you need to drop it down below when I read you this question. Let me know if it vibes with you. Do you push people away because you don't believe you're worth staying for? Fix on. Okay, so do you like fire? I like fire, but that's Wooyoung's thing, okay? So Mingi freezes in doubt. Wooyoung, he masks it with fire. Wooyoung, the fiery deflector. Wooyoung pushes people away with jokes. He'll tease, banter, and make it fun. But never let it get too serious. The humor keeps things light, but it also keeps people out. If your bias is Wooyoung, my little whammies, you may protect your heart by distancing others with charm, hoping they don't notice the fears underneath. Am I dragging you for the filth? Am I calling you out? So, do you push people away by turning everything into a joke? Again, guilty. And I know you're guilty of it too. Just put it down below. Just put it down below. Take yourself seriously. This ain't no game, baby. This is real life. So, Wooyoung distracts with fire. Bunoria. Jongho, he defends with stone. Jongho, the wall builder. Jongho pushes people away with strength. He becomes the rock. If you smell what the rock is cooking, the reliable one, the pillar, but never the vulnerable one. People lean on him, but he rarely leans back. You may protect yourself by building walls of competence, refusing to admit when you're hurting. Break the wall! All right, answer this question really quick. I could not do it. I do improv throughout the script. Just, you know that. You already know that. So do you push people away by being the strong one all the time? Do you hustle like Hongjoong, polish like Seonghwa, smile like Yunho, vanish like Yeosang, flood like San, doubt with Mingi, deflect like Wooyoung, or wallop like Jongho? The truth is, everyone does it, but once you notice the pattern, you can start choosing something else. let me ask you this question really quick. And I want to see you on Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time so we can do a live together. I want you to join the live. Be honest. If your bias called you out on the way you push people away, would you let them stay? Or would you push them out too? Think about it. And there's also 3 questions down below that you can answer. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so you can always get notifications in your inbox. Hit the subscribe button and like this video and playlist. Oh, Jesus, what up? All right, I'll see you in the next video.